to make what I'm making at my house at your house. And today we're doing a really easy, simple recipe that can be tweaked to your liking. Okay. It is called taco soup. It is one of the soups that actually keeps me full, and I can make a whole lot. It makes up to 14 cups, y'all. So that's a lot. And 1 cup, if you're on Weight Watchers, it could be anywhere from 1 point on up to like 2 points per cup, or even zero if you're doing it without any beef. Okay. I'm actually going to be using the recipe that I put in the links before on Facebook and also on HAPS here. Actually calls for ground beef, but I'm changing it up. I'm going to be using ground turkey. All right. And we have a guest here today on my broadcast, which is Ann. All right. And she's going to be cooking along a side of us. Okay. So Ann, tell us where you're coming in from.
I'm from Denmark, all the way across the pond. And thank you for the invite, Alexis. I do appreciate it. This is going to be fun. Mm-hmm. And I'm doing the vegetarian version of the taco soup.
Okay. And Are you a vegetarian?
No, I'm not.
All right. So what made you not to put in ground beef or ground pork or ground chicken?
I think just because I prefer more soups without meat, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So let me introduce HAPS app. This is a HAPS app. It is actually an app where you can go live, do broadcasting, but you can also share out to other platforms. I am currently sharing out to YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, and also my Facebook business page, my Facebook VIP group, and my profile. So my family and friends are actually watching along with us. Okay. If you're on any of those social media apps, you can only see the comments from that app. If you're on HAPS, you can see all the comments from all of the social media. Okay. So who are you sharing out to today, Ann?
I'm sharing out to Twitter and Periscope.
Right.
I haven't connected Facebook to the HAPS app.
Okay. So. If you're on Facebook or Periscope or Twitter, you can actually share this broadcast out. Sharing is caring, and everybody's eating more at home these days. I wonder why, right? So anyway, share the broadcast out if you're on Periscope, Twitter, or Facebook, okay? Another thing you can do when you're on Facebook or HAPS here, you can give us a reaction, okay? Give us a heart, okay? Give us a heart or a hug, or you're crying, or oh my gosh, wow. All right, or even a thumbs up, okay? That helps us on our broadcasting, all right? So let's see. I got 16 new messages. I got to
I don't know. Good idea, Michael. Thank you, Aiden.
I don't know what happened. It sort of like went blank on me. Hello, Miss Believin'. How are you doing over here on HAPS? Hello, Stephen Harris. Thank you for coming in and watching. Hello, Michael Rourke. Headed over to HAPS. Thank you so much, Michael Rourke. And you can do, hey, Brenda, I don't know how you say Bourdon is over on Facebook, I believe, with the dark blue there. At Facebook at Facebook looking coworkers. Oh, you're looking at coworkers? Hey, coworkers. Hey, Anna, how you doing? So anyway, if you are on any of those social medias, please share out. And actually, if you want to come over to HAPS, you can see all the comments that I'm reading out loud. All right. Now I can see all the comments, says Mike. Yes, Mike, you can finally see all the comments on HAPS. Aiden, thank you so much for the high five award. What do you do, Ann, when people, I think you're frozen, Ann, because I have a red dot up there. Yeah, I see a red dot. I'm not touching it. Hey, Anna WT, thank you so much for the Stay Safe award. Yeah, definitely stay safe, okay? And wear your mask outside, even if it's just like, for a short time. We can do the mask outside. I went to Walmart today. Hello, Swift Beats. All right, so Ann, I don't see you. Does anybody see Ann? I just see a frozen picture on Ann. Is that still working?
I will go back out and come back in then, okay?
Okay. Hey, Cheryl, you're on red, so you're over on YouTube. You're watching me on YouTube. I only have a few followers on YouTube, but all these videos are actually being preserved over on YouTube. That's being going up. I think I have to X her out. I don't know. There you go. I didn't X you out. Did you go out? Okay, I see you. You're moving around. You're a little blurry, but that's
Mhm.
okay. I got my bars are at great. Great. All right. So this is a new platform that we're using, and we're actually doing side-by-side cooking. I'm here in Southeast Coastal Georgia, and Anne is over in Denmark. Okay. So that's pretty cool that we can actually broadcast and teach you how to cook around the world here. All right. 8 new messages. Okay. Both good. Here says Aiden. Hello, Dallas. So Heavenly Dew. How are you doing? I do looks good. Okay. It looks good over on Facebook, I believe. All right, no frozen, says Miss Believe. Perfect connection here, says Aiden. All right, Miss Believing, you may have to go out and come back in. All right, because she is frozen on me again, and I don't know why. Aiden, is it perfect connection still for you? Can you see? Does Anne move around? I'm going to flip over the camera but before we do it, I do have the recipe for taco soup. And if you want this taco soup, this recipe, all right, please reach out to me. The link is in my profile on several different medias, or you can actually do it right here. There's my, I put the wrong one on there. There we go. There, Alexis C. Can do. All right. So,
Alexis, I don't see you in the frame.
You don't see me in the stream? Perfect connection. Okay, so Aiden, we're going to rely on you or Swift Beats. Can you see both of us talking and moving at the same time? And I love the series Rita. Hey, Marcia, how you doing?
I know, it's really good, isn't it, Marcia?
Rita, where's that at? What's that at?
Rita, it's a Danish sitcom.
Oh.
It's not really a sitcom, it's more like a series.
Okay, a series?
It's it's about a school teacher she's a bit of a kind of a mess, but she seems to have a good life even so.
And we're let me see, since Marcia is here in the States, Marcia, where are you watching Rita from? What app or TV channel? Anne's not frozen. Okay, Mike. Okay, we can go with it. I don't have to see what she's doing because I know what she's going to be doing at the same time. Yes. All right. So the first thing
still don't see you, Alexis. I'm just going to try and go out again and come back in and see if that works.
Okay. I'm going to X you out.
All right.
Remove the guest. There we go. Maybe that might be it. Close this window to invite another guest. I don't know how to close that window out. Close this window to invite another guest out. No idea. Maybe I screwed it up. It's wonderful on Netflix. I'm in New York. Okay, it's on Netflix. Okay, so Rita is on Netflix. I did start trying to watch a new program on Netflix last night, but I fell asleep. Y'all, I fell asleep. I watched this movie with Renee Zellweger on it. It was an old movie called 39, and I'm like, it was a little creepy. Okay, the broadcast receives different views. Yes, I see that. Swift Beats. What language does she speak? That's a good question. When she comes back in, we'll ask her. Danish, I do believe. Hello, Joy Gorge. How you doing, girl? We need to do a live broadcast together so that we can cook together. Okay, George. Joy. All right, George. It looks like George. Joy, we need to do a live broadcast together. All right, especially since this app. All right, so I'm not sure if I have how to take her out. Closest window to invite another guest. I don't see another guest in here. Maybe if she, let me see, do I invite? I can only invite, and you're both moving and it's fine on my side. I don't see the invite anymore. Okay, here we go. Invite user. All right, go out, Anne, and come back in. I just sent you an invitation. So go out of the apps. There you are. There you are. You're on. This is our first time doing this, so bear with us, all right? You. Okay, great. All right. She's from the United States, says Limax. Okay, so I'm here in the United States, but Anne is over in Denmark. And people ask while you're out, what languages do you speak?
I speak Danish. Danish is my first language, and English is my second language.
Okay, I'm replying to Swift Beats. Okay, so we are still new. I'm a food scoper, and I teach people how to use their kitchen tools, but I only do like face on or forward facing, and so this is new to me. And to scope on a laptop is very, very difficult. All right, one, the laptop doesn't bend down. All right, so the phone works best for us, and we can only have one person on at a time. Okay, all right. And Steve Harris says both are working fine. I didn't see Alexis's and Rush. Okay, that's okay. I see you now. All right, so let's get going. So if you want the recipe for taco soup, it's in my Facebook VIP page and also on my business page. All right, or reach out to me and I can email it to you. The link is in the profile. All right. Let's get going. So on this one, I'm going to do 1 pound of ground beef in my pot. And I'm going to start getting my pot ready too, because I need to get it nice and hot. Oh, get that. And the pot I'm using is actually, what pot are you using, Anne? I'm using the Dutch oven. This is a 4-quart Dutch oven. Rock crock is made with clay, and it can take temperatures up to 752 degrees. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I don't cook that high of a heat. So I'm going to put this on my stove, and we're going to actually get that nice and warm. Okay. You what?
This is what I have.
All right. You have to explain what it is, and
it's I don't see it. Just an ordinary pot, nothing special about it really, but it's good for cooking soup in because it contains the heat longer.
Okay. And I'm going to add a little bit of oil into your pan. Since you're only doing some onions, you may want to add just a tad bit of oil in there, because usually with the beef, it gives you a lot of grease in there, and you can saute your onions up with the grease from the beef. So spray a little bit of oil in your pan if you're not using the meat, or if you're using chicken or turkey that has less fat, then spray a little oil. I'm using avocado oil in here, and I spray it into my pan. I release the air out, and here's a kitchen spritzer. It's a great tool to have in your kitchen. Okay, so before we even start, we need to wash our hands, right? Because we've been touching our phone, we've been going in and out of our refrigerator, and you know that handle on that refrigerator, that is full of bacteria. You make sure when you do your dishes, go back over and wipe down that handle and get those germs off of your refrigerator handle, because you never know who came in from the yard, from touching the dog, from whatever, cleaning up stuff, and they touch that handle, and boys, that's scummy. So first thing you do, wash your hands, and we sing happy birthday twice. Okay, get some water on your hands, and you can sing happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday everybody born today, and I forgot the day. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday everybody born today, happy birthday to you. And make sure you get in here. Okay, all right, make sure you get the fingertips and the other fingertips. Okay, go all the way around the back of your hand, and that's the correct way of washing your hands. Sing happy birthday twice.
I wash my hands every day when I'm at work as well.
I know. Yeah, I don't know how many times a day I wash my hands, but it is quite a lot. And if you get dry hands, you can actually put a little bit of coconut oil on your hands, or even olive oil, and just mix it in, and it makes a great moisturizer. Okay, there we go. There. Clean towel, and I need to flip over our thing because my pan's getting nice and hot. Let me put my recipe up there. We're going to get our turkey, and I'm just going to open it up. I'm going to put my turkey right in there. Okay, 1 pound.
I'm just going to turn my camera lower down so you can see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm going to flip the camera around now, okay, because we have to start cutting up our onions in a second. Here we go. Flip that camera around, and there's my ground turkey. It's in my pot. All right, there we go. And we're going to get our mix and chop. This is one of the tools. It's one of the most famous tools by Pampered Chef, and it breaks up this ground meat, okay, or minced meat, as you call it over there, okay. And it's a great tool by Pampered Chef, and everybody needs this one. Instead of using your spatula and going all day long, you just get this and just break it apart, okay. And you can hear my pan's nice and hot. And we're just going to break that up, okay? Let it sit. Get in. Sometimes it gets in the little wells right here, but we're letting that cook up. And while that's cooking up, we're going to chop some onions. What kind of onions are you using there?
I'm just using a white onion.
All right. I'm going to use a yellow onion. All right. And I actually have a Pampered Chef knife. The best way to hold a knife is to grasp it with your hand, but you need to pinch it first. And Pampered Chef has a little label right there. You pinch it right there, and then put your forefinger on the other side. Okay, so you can actually slice your onion. All right, get that right down. And if you want, you can save a lot of your onion peels. Not this part here, not the paper, but this other. Let me see. I have another tool that you can actually get the paper off of the onion, which is the onion and citrus peeler. And I also use this on garlic. All right. Put it right down. You can get the paper right up and off of it. Okay. And you just use a small onion, okay? I love onions, so I'm using a little bit bigger one right here. Oops. Let's get my one more done. There. And get that off. All right. Let me see. I am proud of you both, says Swift Beats. Yeah, Swift Beats, we're taking, we are trying to do a little bit dual broadcasting so that we can show you that you can, you actually like it. And hopefully Anne likes this recipe. I love it. I've been making this recipe for several years since I've been on Weight Watchers. It is more of a Weight Watcher recipe. All right. So I'm going to put this away. Okay. We're going to throw it away. There. Now, I'm going to show you a different way of chopping your onion up, okay? This one I just found out today. You can get your onion, and it has the base on it, right? You're going to do these nice little cuts right into it. Just go straight down. Go into that one more. Yeah.
I like the recipe, Alexis. I like the fact it's got beans in it. I like beans.
Beans, yeah. Beans are an excellent source of protein and fiber, actually, and they keep you full really long, okay? And you can use different beans in here. I'm using chili beans and kidney beans, okay? There we go.
Yeah,
all right,
I've got chili beans and black beans.
See how that is? I just went around this whole thing, and now you're going to turn it on its side, and you're going to slice it right down. And you want it soup size, okay? Soup size, y'all. Here.
Hello, Ash.
You may even want it the size of like the beans itself. Okay. And I'm gonna slice the size in here. There. There. And all my onions are nicely chopped up. I'm not crying. Let me do one more like right here.
I'm not crying either for a change.
You what?
I'm not crying either.
You're not crying either? All right,
nope.
So this part here, instead of throwing this away, I have a bag that I keep all my scraps and pieces like onions, carrots, celery, zucchini, and I put it in a bag and I freeze this. And once I get 3 quart-sized bags, I make my own soup stock, okay? Like vegetable stock. All right, so my meat's frying up right there. Okay. Hello, Ashley. How you doing? Cool. Let's see. Any questions for us, please let us know. All right. My hands are wet, y'all. I can't scroll back. Hello, Stephen. Both doing great. Thank you so much. I love taco soup. Let me see. Cancel. Says Brenda. All right. And if you don't mind, please share out. Please sharing. Sharing is caring. You can share out on Periscope and Facebook and Twitter. All right. And yeah, I think maybe YouTube you can. All right. So my meat, I still have to chop up my meat. Now, but doing the meat takes a little bit longer rather than just doing the onions, okay? Now, if you have other things, like if you have some red bell peppers you want to throw in, you can cut those up too, okay? This is just the basic of the taco soup, and I've made this anywhere with chicken in it, like whole chicken, or you can do just like Anne's doing without any of the meats in there. You can do ground beef. The leaner the ground beef, of course, the healthier it is. If you have too much oil using the beef, if you're using like 80-20 or 85-15, it may have too much grease in it. So make sure you get the grease out. You don't want the grease in your soup, okay? It just clogs your arteries, okay? Thank you so much, Tony Dean, for the Super Heart Award. I appreciate it. Hello, Tabitha Beard. Hey, Tabby Trees. How's that baby going, girl? I'm making cheesy potatoes in my rock crock. Uh-oh. Hey, we're using our rock crock today on the stove. And actually, if I get done with this, I can actually put it in my slow cooker and just let it sit there and keep warm until I need it, okay? But this is a great soup to make because it freezes really well. So make a big pot over the weekend and then portion size it out either in 1 cup portions or 2 cups, whatever you prefer to eat. And you can freeze it and then take it to work with you or pop it in the microwave if you're at home, okay? So I just need to get my meat nice and when it's not pink, that's when I add in my onions. All right. And I'm using the 4-quart one. There is another Pampered Chef rock crock, which is 2.5 quarts, but that takes it right to the top. And I'm like, wow. I was like, people are like, you're not going to fit everything in. I'm like, yes, I am. Yes, I am. And this one gives me a little bit more room to work with. Okay. There we go. So just break up the meat using our mix and chop. Okay. Actually, this is one.
Right, Eden.
How are you doing there, Anne? I see you have your onions. Where's your pot at?
I've got my onions ready and my pot is ready. So I think
Okay, get your pot hot. Get your pot hot. And if anybody wants to reach out and cook with Anna and myself, you can reach us and say, "Hey, I want to learn how to cook something, or I want to make something with you." All right, we are more than happy to invite you into our broadcast. All right, so my pink is almost gone, and this is where I'm going to add my onions. So, do you have your pot hot, Ann?
Yeah, I have. It's ready.
Okay, you put a little oil in there for your onions, saute them.
Yeah, I've done that also.
All right, and I'm going to put my onions in here. This is probably more of a medium onion, okay? I don't mind a lot of onions. All right, so yesterday when I went live, and Ann did too, she made our seasonings for our taco soup. Now, you can use the packaged taco seasoning and ranch seasonings, but yesterday we made our own. And usually the store packages are 1 ounce. This is actually 3/4 of an ounce. Okay, so I'm a little shy on them, but I think it's going to be all right. All right, so we made our ranch seasoning and our taco seasonings. Okay, and my taco seasonings that I used here for 3/4 of an ounce actually is 1 tablespoon of chili powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. And if you don't want it hot, just take those out. A 1/2 teaspoon of dried oregano. No, 1/4 teaspoon of dried oregano. A 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. 1.5 teaspoons of cumin. A teaspoon of sea salt and a teaspoon of black pepper goes into the taco seasonings. Okay. All right. So let's move this around and get those onions sauteed up. Okay. We're going to sweat them, or you can saute them up, get them a little brown. Okay. Since I have a lot of onions and meat in here, the onions are more sweating than they are sauteing up. Now, Ann can probably saute her onions up just to get them a little caramelized. Okay. It gives it more flavor. All right. All right. So we got that going. And the next thing is we have tomatoes. Now, the tomatoes I said was tomato puree or tomato sauce. However you want it, you need to have at least 2 cans of tomatoes. And the 2 cans of tomatoes I'm using, and Ann can show her what she's using, is tomato sauce, all right, and Rotelli. This is a little bit spicy, okay? If you don't like the spice, then you can use also diced tomatoes. I like petite diced tomatoes. I don't like big chunks of tomatoes in mine, or even fire roasted tomatoes. It works out, okay? If you use tomato paste, you're going to add a little bit more water. So I'm going to use this and the tomato sauce. What are you using for your tomatoes?
I'm just using chopped tomatoes and pureed tomatoes.
Chopped and puree. Okay. All right. And then we're going to use...
Marcia asked me a question. I said, yeah, I will teach her how to make a Danish traditional meal.
Okay. Marcia, you want to go live with Ann? Keeping phone on portrait. Okay.
Onions. Watching from Periscope.
Yeah. Marcia's watching from Periscope. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Question, Alex. Okay, I'm gonna put you over here quicker. All right. Questions from Alexia. Question: why is your hap so far away when others aren't? Miss seeing you up close. I don't know. We're still working this one out, Alexia. It really does freeze well, says Brenda. Yep. Please subscribe to these great broadcasters. Thank you, Swift Beats. Taco soup. Yes, we're making taco soup. Keeping phone in on portrait. All right. Hey, Ashwa. Joe, onion smells so good. Let's see. Cool broadcast, says Ishwa. Hey, Alexis, how are you? Hey, Barnes, how you doing? Barnes, did you make it over to Haps? Thanks for coming in. Remember to do a reaction with a heart or a thumbs up, or you could be crying, or you can say, "Oh wow," okay, or you're angry because you're not making this at home, okay. So anyway, we're gonna mix this around. I'm just trying to brown up my meat and might get my onions caramelized in there. We're gonna let it go. All right, so we're gonna do 2 cans of tomatoes in there. We're also gonna do 2 cans of beans. The 2 cans of beans I'm using is chili beans with pinto beans in here, and it has mild chili sauce. One of your cans, and this is low sodium, okay, one of your cans need to be chili beans with the sauce to make this work, all right? The other one, you can use any other type of bean, black beans, red beans, kidney beans, any type of beans. All right. And if you want, you can even add a third can if you want to stretch it. Okay. But you need 2 cans of beans. All right. So in the meantime, while this is cooking up, we need to open up our cans. Do you have your cans open yet? What are you using?
Well, my cans. One of them just had a lid that you pull off, and the other one I just use my tin opener.
Oh, what one you lift up? Are they cardboard ones like your tomato sauce?
No, it's metal or aluminium.
No.
I'll show you. I got one in here.
Yeah, you're sort of freezing on me. I'm gonna open up my cans now while we're here. I'm gonna use the Pampered Chef can opener. And it has a little lip right here that you can do the pop tops with it. So we're just gonna open these up.
A lot of our cans come like this, Alexis. So you just pull the ring.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the pop top. Okay. Here's one. Lift it right up. We got one down. Let's do the next one.
Are you adding the tomatoes before the?
No, we're going to do the seasonings first and then your cans. Okay. If your pan's getting too hot, just turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, okay. I've done that. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go all the way around. Hopefully I made it all the way around. Reverse. Open it up. There we go. And I got my kidney beans. Now my kidney beans, I'm going to rinse these beans off. If you have black beans or kidney beans, rinse your beans off because you don't want that to go in there. And by rinsing your vegetables that are in a can, you actually take away some of the sodium, okay? Because this meal is high in sodium. All right, open it up. There, and I gotta rinse those off. But this one here, the kidney beans with the chili sauce, we're gonna dump those right in. And it has a pop top, so you're gonna open it up using that hook and go right open. There we go. All right. All right. I'm going to get my strainer.
Hello, Natasha.
I'm going to strain my kidney beans using my Easy Read measuring colander. Okay. Who's that? I rinsed my beans off. They're sitting in there. And now we're going to add in, are your onions already done? I know my meat and
my onions are ready.
All right, add in your seasonings that we did yesterday. Again, you use 1 packet of taco seasoning and 1 packet of ranch seasoning, but we made our own, okay? And so it's about 1 ounce or 4 tablespoons. This is actually 3, so we're a little shy, but that's okay. You can always add in more seasoning.
So I add in both the taco and the ranch.
And add it in, yeah. Okay. And I'm just going to mush it around, and hopefully it's going to connect it to some of that oil that we put in there. Oops, I have you in the wrong spot there. Yeah, added it in, okay.
Oh, that smells delicious.
Yeah, doesn't it? It's going to really make it. Just keep it in there, and then we're going to add in our ingredients. The other thing that we're adding in is 1 can of corn. However, I'm using frozen corn, okay? You can use frozen corn, whole corn. Just use your corn, all right? 1 can, all right? So now we're going to add in our cans, which is this tomato sauce. There we go. And see how there's like stuff inside of there? We want to rinse this out and get all that out, okay? So I have about one half can of that because I'm rinsing my can out to get all that goodness out of there. I still have more down there, y'all. Let's go. All right, 1 down. Get your 2nd can of tomatoes, put them in there. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Then we're going to do our corn. And I put about a cup of corn in there. And I'm going to put my beans. This is my chili beans with chili sauce. How far are you along?
I'm adding the corn now.
Okay. All right. And again, this one has all that goodness in it. We're going to rinse our can out just to get that out, okay?
My chili beans are going in now.
All right. All right, so I've already added probably 3/4 of a cup in there, and we're going to do another 3/4 of a cup. All right, and I have my corn or my kidney beans, my second thing of beans. What beans are you using?
Well, I'm using the chili beans in a chili sauce, and then black beans.
Black beans. Okay, that's my favorite is the black beans. But I want to make something.
These are my black beans going in now.
Okay. And now you just let it simmer. And once it comes to a boil, it is all done, y'all. Look how easy that is. Was that easy or what?
That is so easy.
And if you use the packets, a lot easier. But the packets have a lot of sodium in it rather than making your own taco and ranch seasonings, okay? So I'm going to put my lid on and let it come to a boil. Boy, I have a lot of stuff here. There we go. My lid on it.
I nearly bought a can of kidney beans, but then I thought,
well, now you know.
The beans are going to be in the chili sauce, so I thought, try something else. So that's why I went for the black beans.
All right.
The smell of the spices is just really, really, really nice.
All right. So with my cans, do you recycle cans over in Denmark?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Have you put a lid on, Alexis?
Yeah, I put a lid on it. Put a lid on it. There we go. And I'll clean it up while we're doing this too. All right. So you can add, I think I put about 1.5 cups of liquid in here. So it looks really nice. But if you want to add, you can add a little bit more if you like to. Okay. Now we're just going to turn this up and let it come to a boil. And we are yummy, yummy in my tummy. All right. So let me face y'all, and I can look at your comments now. I can use my fingers to scroll back because it's really hard to look at comments while the angle of the phone is in looking at the pots and stuff. All right. Hello, Tony Dean. Thank you for the Super Heart Award. Let me super heart you back. All right. There we go. And let's see. I'm making cheesy potatoes in your rock crock. Thank you, Ismi Kayed. It's me, Kai D. It's me, Kylie. Thank you for the Stay Safe Award. Please subscribe. Yeah, thank you so much, Stephen Harris, to recommend to subscribe to my channel or follow me on Facebook or Twitter. You name it. Follow me somewhere. Yeah, this is going to be delicious. This is one of my favorite things to make. And Bryce actually likes this. I actually sent him the recipe. How are you getting on, Anne? Anne, how are you doing over there?
I'm doing well, actually. I made cornbread as well because it says in your recipe serve with cornbread. So I've made cornbread as well for the soup.
All right, so Alexia82OG says, why is your hap so far away when others aren't? I don't know. That's on Periscope. I have no idea. I know some of them do it through their computer, and SwiftBeats may know the answer to that. All right. I like scoping in portrait, and so I think I'm on top and Anne's on the bottom of this. Although when you're watching the actual like broadcaster, we're side by side, and my face is like right in the middle right there. Okay. Thank you. Taco soup. Yep. Keeping phone on portrait. Okay. All right, I think I got that. All right. I think I'm repeating some questions here. It's cool. This is a best live stream I've ever seen doing. It's really great job, Alexis and Ann. Thank you, Aiden. Hey, Kelly Jewel, how you doing, girl, over here on hats? Wow, looks good. Red beans. Yeah, red beans. You can use red beans. Red beans are a little bit different than kidney beans, so you can use those. Any type of bean is fine, but you have to use the chili beans with chili sauce. Now, I did have another one that had kidney beans and chili beans in the can. Let me go get it for you. You can also use like a can like this that has mixed chili beans with the chili sauce inside. You can use this one too. Okay. But as long as it's two cans of beans, you can use.
Sure, Eden, no problem.
And you can throw in more cans of beans on there, and if you ever need to stretch it. This is similar to Mexican stew I made with chicken thighs. Yeah, you can probably do it with chicken thighs in there too. Just put your chicken breast, your thighs, and just let it cook in there, and then chop it up, or dice up your chicken and saute it up first. What is that, Anne?
That's cornbread.
Oh, you're ahead of me, Anne. I should have made some cornbread for my mom. Cornbread would really be good with this.
It's just, I noticed in your recipe you sent me, it says served with cornbread, so I thought I'll just make that as well.
Yeah, so this soup, you can top it with sour cream, cheddar cheese, green onions or chives. You can put crushed tortillas on it to give it a little crunch. You can serve it with a side of cornbread. So there's so many things you can add onto the soup to make it your own. All right. I agree, Aiden. Best live stream from Alexis and Anne. Is it really? I'll have to go back and watch the replay, y'all, because I have no idea. I can't see what she's doing. Toasted ciabatta bread would be great with this. Yes. However, I'm on a weight loss journey, y'all, and we're trying to stay away from bread and cornbread. We ate the cornbread last week. We gained a little weight, and I ate the bread last week too. Get rid of the cornbread. Although I weighed myself today, and the scale was happy. The scale was very happy this morning. It was 143.2, and you know my goal is 142, so that's 1.2 away. But I have no idea what happens on Saturday, Sunday, and definitely Monday. That whatever when I step on that scale on Tuesdays, y'all. Who's your favorite Periscope chef? Says I don't know. Yeah, who's ever cooking and that actually shows the recipe and shows step by step. Those are my favorite broadcasts. Okay, it's not just down to one person because we all learn from each other. All right, we all learn how to like keeping your potatoes and onions separate. We all learn different tips. Why do you need to keep your onions and potatoes separate? Because the onions, one of them emits a gas that ages the other one. The onions emit something that the potatoes don't like, and then you get the potatoes get really old quick. So keep them separate, not even on the same shelf, not even in the same area. I have onions on one side of my house and potatoes on the other. Okay. Same with bananas. All right. I got new bananas today because I want to make ice cream this week. The nice ice cream. And I have them separate. I really need to separate them before, but we need to slice up these bananas and freeze them. And then these I can eat later on this week. Okay. So I got those separated. Separate those babies. All right.
Aiden, you need to teach me how to make Yorkshire puddings.
That would be a really good one, wouldn't it? All of us doing Yorkshire pudding at the same time.
Yeah. That would
awesome.
be good.
Kelly Jill, thank you for the super hard award. Alexis may be the next broadcaster. I can help you with the laptop and mobile. My laptop, SwiftBeats, is like 12 years old. And when I went live, I did it one time from my laptop cooking. I had to put my laptop on my stove, and it was precariously perched. And I had to put it on a styrofoam container so that you can see it. So it was really, really different. I may do some from the laptop if I'm sitting down at my desk over there. Can we see the cornbread, Anne? Says Aiden.
I've showed him the cornbread.
Yeah, so pour the chili on top of the cornbread. Oh my gosh, you're right on right there, Kelly Jewel. Hello, Chris. How you doing? This is the best Haps dual cooking broadcast. This is the first one, Anne, that somebody's cooking site. Well, no, because this is first for us. But you have Piano Man and Blaine out in Utah that do cooking side by side, and also I think Bobby Bicker went in there and did them. But this is the first for us.
This is the first, yeah.
They go live so late. I'm asleep, y'all. Oh my God, I could survive on Fritos. Oh my God, 48 new messages. I'm going really, really slow on. Oh no, that's good. We're down. I thought I had more messages to go. I think we need Yorkshire pudding showdown, says Aiden. Well, you would win that, Aiden, because I've never made Yorkshire pudding. I've made Dutch baby pancakes. And have you made Yorkshire pudding or Dutch baby pancakes?
I've tried it once, but it didn't come out very well.
Which one?
The Yorkshire puddings.
Okay. Now I've done that.
They didn't raise properly.
They didn't raise.
No.
Was your pan hot? Do you have to?
It was. It was. Yeah. Maybe not hot enough.
We'll do the large ones. I like the small ones, Aiden. Those were really nice. Or a medium-sized one. Because how many people do you cook for, Anne?
Well, today just me, but I think the soup will keep for tomorrow when my children are home, so we'll have soup tomorrow.
Okay. So how many people are in your house, like, that you're feeding today?
You're going to be 3 tomorrow, but usually there's just 2 of us.
Okay, just 2 of you. Okay. And how old are your kids? I thought you had one, a teenager one, right?
Yes, I've got one who's 15 and the other one is June 20.
Oh, and the 15-year-old lives with you, right? And the other one's out? Okay.
Yeah, she moved out in August to start her job in Copenhagen.
Oh, how far are you from Copenhagen?
About 3.5 hours drive.
How many?
3.5.
3.5?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty far. So
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen's way down here in Denmark. I know it's right across the river from Lund, where JB scopes, right? Which way do you have to go? Like straight up, west, east?
I have to go west.
You have to go west.
From where I am to go see her, I have to go east.
Oh, east. Oh, east and north and east. Because east would be over to Lund, over to Sweden. No.
Yeah, but Copenhagen is quite close to Sweden.
Yeah, it's right across the river, or the whatever, the water.
Yes, you're right.
I got a little geography there. Is your pot starting to boil?
Yeah, it's coming on slowly.
Yeah, mine's starting to bubble right now. Okay, and so it only takes like maybe 20 minutes for it to boil, and you're done with it. It's it's really quick. And again, you can add meat into it, or you could do a vegetarian version of the taco soup that Anne is doing. All right. And again, you can use whatever tomatoes or beans you have, and the corn, put in there, whether it is frozen corn or canned corn. Okay. I've done this so many times. I could probably do it with my eyes closed. I always remember you need 2 packs of taco seasoning and ranch, although we did our own, and you need 5 cans, 2 tomatoes, 2 beans, 1 with chili and sauce in it, and 1 corn. So 5. All right. And then you can add an onion and your meat if you want to add your meat. Okay. Hello, Patio. How you doing? Let's see. All right. So what questions do you have for us? All right. Kelly Jill's in the house, and Patty O. Who else is in the house? If you can, please do a reaction on our broadcast, whether it's a heart, a thumbs up, a hug, a cry, or, oh my goodness, right? All right, so do a reaction if you are on Facebook or on HAPS. If you are on Periscope, please share out Twitter or Facebook business page, okay? I want to see you do a Pakistani dish that my mother gave you, darling, says Swift Beats to Anne.
Yeah, I will do that one day. I just need to read it through properly so I know what I'm doing with that one.
Hello, Edward. Hello, EJ. How are you doing? It is a good day. It's going to be like 70 degrees here today, so it's really nice and warm. But after yesterday, we need to warm up our bones. And again, this soup freezes really well. 14 cups is a lot. All right. Let me see. All right. So if you send us a recipe, the best recipe to actually do a demo on, it takes less than 30 minutes to cook. Prep and cook 30 minutes. When you get into like doing bread, like I did bread a while back, it took 2.5 hours from beginning to end. All right. And that takes a lot of talking on an app. All right. But if you have a recipe that you want us to try, especially if it's healthy, all right, or we could try and make it healthy, all right, please reach out to us and we will try and make your recipe. Okay. I like to see you do a shepherd's pie. Oh, we've done shepherd's pie many times before. Many times, Edward. Hello, Moose. 1032. How are you doing? All right. Yeah, taco soup is really good. We're gonna. I'm gonna flip us over. I'm gonna show you my pot that's really hot. Okay.
I think Blaine and Piano Man made shepherd's pie yesterday.
Lynn and who?
Blaine
Piano
and
Man?
Piano Man.
Oh, okay. There you go. So yeah, people are making it. 40 here, says Mike. Hello, KD. How are you doing? So share out the broadcast. We're at 45 minutes and our dinner's pretty much done. Now you can shred up some cheese, all right, to put on top of this. It'll make it a little bit cheesier type soup. You can put a little dollop of sour cream. You can also even put cilantro on it. So I'm giving you different toppings that you could put on your soup to make it look really pretty, okay? I love to make a carrot cake. I love to make a carrot cake too, Aiden, but unfortunately, it might be a little bit too much. Maybe we can do a small carrot cake. I love German potato salad, but not really healthy. Yeah, exactly, Kelly. Let's see. But you know, a little mayonnaise helps out. I know you can substitute Greek yogurt, but sometimes that Greek yogurt just doesn't substitute very well. How can you make shepherd's pie healthier? Well, you can use less cream and sour cream or milk in your potatoes, okay? Instead of using beef, you can actually do ground chicken or ground turkey in there, okay? So that makes it a lot healthier, all right? So by substituting out, like you're not gonna have that richness if you do ground turkey, then you have beef, okay? You have a little different flavor and a little different texture, but it will look like shepherd's pie, okay? And the mashed potatoes, you saw me the one day where I put in I did my mom's side with butter and cream, and my side was a little bit different. Of course, I liked hers, but you know what? It could be made healthier, okay? How about some sugar-free desserts? Edward, I never do sugar-free desserts. You know why? Because I don't like the aftertaste of artificial sweeteners in cakes. And so I'd rather take the real sugar and take the hit from the real sugar than using artificial sweeteners in any of my food, okay? I'd rather eat real sugar than artificial sugar. Let's see. I always think ground turkey makes things watery. You can take the water out of it. There was a lot of water in my turkey here. You could take the little water out and just get a paper towel and absorb some of the moisture out of it, and it won't make it as runny, okay? Or you need to add a little flour, but flour would add points to it or calories to it.
I usually use minced lamb when I make shepherd's pie.
There you go, minced lamb, all right? Minced lamb is probably a little bit higher in fat content, I think, than turkey. Turkey is probably the healthier choice. I don't think I've ever really used minced lamb everywhere. We usually we ate lamb growing up, and a lot of people don't like the gaminess of it, but I love it. Love lamb. Okay. Okay, Aiden says for shepherd's pie, use parsnips instead of potatoes and use lentils or chickpeas instead of the meat. OMG, we may have to do that, okay? Oh yeah, my grandma and my great-grandma cooked with lard and real sugar, lived 93 and 99. Exactly, Kelly. What my mom cooked with the bacon fat, okay? And so did her mother, and the Crisco, yeah, I can't say that word. Oh my God, lard. She did a lot of the lard also, okay? Turkey sometimes gives me flatulence, says EJ. I don't think it was the turkey. I don't think it's the turkey. I think it's something else. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody having toots with turkey. Anybody else have that problem? I know if I have bread.
I eat a lot of chicken and turkey, and I don't find it being a problem.
I find my problem with flatulence is bread is a culprit, broccoli, and beans. Sometimes beans, okay? Rinse your beans and they won't give you as much problem. How about borscht? I like my beets separate. My mom made borscht one time when my dad was alive. It was the pinkest looking soup. I was like, man, this is very contemporary, Mom.
Hello, Ash.
Borscht? Have you tried that?
I haven't tried borscht, no. Is that the one with the beetroot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very pink soup. Very pink. Yeah, really pink. Okay.
I can't remember if we've had it when I went to Russia with college years ago, and I don't even think we had it then.
I don't think spices either give you flatulence either. I don't know. You're gonna have to see whatever you ate that day and the day before. You need to combine all that together, because sometimes two foods make it worse.
I wish you could smell this soup.
That's because you're nice and relaxed, Kelly. It smells good, doesn't it? We can take it.
It smells really, 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 really good. Yes, it does.
right, let's flip
So
the camera
delicious.
around. All right, there's my soup. It's nicely boiling on here. I'm going to take it off. It's a nice little glass lid. All the liquid's running back into the pot there. Don't let it go over your stove, okay? And I'm going to get my nice wooden spoon, and we're just going to mix it up. And if you feel any resistance on the bottom, just scrape that part up, okay? It's just the meat that's stuck to the bottom, okay? And I feel like I'm a dentist getting the tartar off my bottom of my pan, okay? Do you have that?
That's one way. Yeah, that's one way of saying it.
It's not burnt. It's just a little scraped on there, and I feel it. It's like tartar on your thing. I feel like I'm a dental hygienist here. Okay, and this is smelling and looking so good. Look at the color on it. Isn't that pretty? Yours is a little more orange, I think, than mine. And I have beef in mine, or the
Yeah, I was
turkey
going to
in
say
here.
you've got meat in yours. I think that's why mine is looking
Yeah.
so red.
All right, so we're going to get a little tasting bowl, and we're going to taste this and see if we need to add any other ingredient, like more cumin, any of the other seasonings that we put in here. Okay, let's see. Can this be made in a slow cooker? It certainly can, Aiden, and it can also be made in a pressure cooker also. But the slow cooker, you would have to like this here. I can put right in my slow cooker now. Once I brown my meat, because this pan you can use on the stove, and then plop it right into the slow cooker and let it slow cook or keep warm while your family members are out out and about, and they say help themselves on Saturday. That's what we usually had in my house when I was growing up, is help yourself to the pot on the stove or in the slow cooker on Saturdays. Okay, there we go. Kelly, you're too funny.
Actually, it smells delicious.
It's smelling great. Please take photos and post them onto your profiles. I already posted the menu on my profile here on HAPS, and I've posted the menu and pictures of this on Facebook. Okay, I posted the pictures of the taco soup that I made previously, but it looks exactly like this. Okay, looks exactly like this. Let's get a little bowl and taste it. Okay. So I like to use the little Pampered Chef bowl. This one here comes with the charcuterie, all right? And it comes with the nice little tasting spoons too. Get a little tasting spoon. They're usually silver, but this one's rose gold because it was a different set. But we're gonna put a little bit of that right in there. Look at that. Let's see if we can get any more beans in here. Let's see. Here's some beans. Put some beans in there. All right, so there's our thing. And again, you can top this with sour cream, cheese. Cheddar cheese works really well and melts right into it. Like I said, sour cream, cilantro, and cornbread. You can do little cornbreads in there. Okay, let's taste this. Oh, yeah. Are you tasting yours yet, Ann?
Yeah, I'm just about to.
Oh man, this is great, y'all.
And I got all the things you said: the cheddar cheese, the sour cream, and the tortilla chips as well.
Wow. Well, you can stretch that meal with all that. It's going to make it look real pretty. I'm eating the way it is, Anne.
This is really nice.
You should see it with the meat in it. Make sure you're following Alexis and Anne. Thank you, Aiden. I want all that. Hand me a pot. Here you go. Did you get it there, Kelly? Did you get it? I'm going to turn this off. Let it settle down. Looks like another patio. It's bam,
And it's really
bam,
nice
bam.
and spicy. I like that.
Yeah, it is nice and spicy. It is very spicy. If you don't want the spicy in it, eliminate the crushed red bell peppers and use regular diced tomatoes. I use the Rotelli tomatoes, which have a little more spice in it, but I like it hot and spicy.
This is super spicy. It's so good. It's so delicious.
My belly is rumbling, said Aiden. Aiden, this is really low in Weight Watcher points too. Okay, 1 cup with ground beef is 2 points. All right, if you do turkey, it's like 1 point, if that. I haven't done it with I've done turkey once on this one, but it's like less than a point. This is so good, y'all. And usually 2 cups fill me up.
Thank you, Aiden. My dad is going to love this recipe. I'm going to make it for him one day.
Yeah.
Because he likes spicy food as well.
Yep. And again, you don't have to use the meat. You can just do it with the beans.
Mm.
And then once you start making this, you're going to tweak it to the way you like it. But I think the spices that we made yesterday work really well with this.
It does. It does.
Did you also do the ranch seasonings?
I did. But
Okay.
as you know, I couldn't find the parsley flakes, so I just used a little bit of dried basil.
Okay, that'll work. Oh my God, this is so good, y'all. Look, I'm all done. Nothing needs to be tweaked. Oh. Marcia, this is really good. I want to use bowls as patio. And I like your new sign. Oh, look at that. I don't see it. It's not clear on my screen, but I'll go back and look at the replay. Yeah. So anyway, if you are enjoying our broadcast, please follow us. I am a Pampered Chef consultant, and I sell all the tools that you saw today that I use are available for sale. Okay, including this rock crock, this nice wooden spoon here, these, this, that. I mean, everything is Pampered Chef, y'all. Oh, this is the best one. If you don't have this, you definitely need this. Okay. All right. So what do you think,
This
Anne?
is not the last time I'm making this, Alexis. That's for sure.
I don't
really
steer you wrong.
Sorry?
I don't steer you wrong. When I say it's good, it's good, you know?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And I usually do a bam, 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 bam. This is like a 5-bammer. Okay, 5-bammer. Not just like bam, bam, but bam, 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 bam. You know? All right, I went, yum, yum, yum. All right, looks good, says Marcia. Oh my God, there's nothing better than chili than the next day. All the flavors married, and it's heaven. Exactly. And this is 14 cups, Kelly. So with you and I think your husband at home, you're going to eat this for a while. And there's really no way of cutting it in half because you use whole cans, the 5 whole cans, but it freezes so good. It freezes so well, and you can bring it up and microwave it or put it back on the stove and heat it back up, okay? Everyone follow. Thank you. Or else you're missing out, not kissing her booty, but she's a wonderful woman and funny. Yeah. My son doesn't think I'm funny, y'all. Okay. I think I'm funny. He called me last night too. I was quite surprised. He called me around 7:30, and he motivated me to go out on the treadmill and finish my 3,000 steps, to walk the 10,000 steps I do a day. And I still haven't done any steps today. So once I get done with this, I'm gonna just keep this on the stove and let it cool down. And I'm gonna go get my 10,000 steps of this today. All right. Hey, Barnes. Yeah. Bam, bam, bam. There you go. Oh, let's see. All right. So, what's your last words?
I don't usually make cornbread, so I don't know really how it's supposed to look like. But I think this is all right.
Okay. Where'd you get the recipe?
Online. Just Google
Online.
it.
Yeah, it probably worked out really good.
So,
That has a side. Take a picture and send it to me. We can post it in my Facebook group saying we've cooked side by side, and this is what yours look like, and this is what mine looks like.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, this is a
cornbread is nice
success.
as
Well, I think this was a success. And if anybody wants to join us on cooking, please reach out to either Anne or myself and say, hey, I want to go live and cook with you. All right. We are more than willing to share our screen with everyone, because cooking, actually eating, is a necessity in life. We all have to eat every single day. All right. It's a luxury to cook with great tools and to get some really good recipes that are tried and true. And we will help you with your cooking challenges. And yeah, I want to make caramel corn. If anybody wants to reach out to me and make caramel corn, reach out to me and we'll do a side by side. Okay. Caramel corn. You say I say caramel, but you say caramel. Taco soup is so good, Moats. Yeah, Moats too. This is so good. Cornbread looks good. I've had a few times, says Aiden. Yep. Great job on both.
Really nice as well.
You what?
The cornbread tastes really nice as well. I've just tried it.
Yeah, it's
really nice.
Did you put any sugar in it?
I did put sugar in it, yes.
Okay. Yeah, you can always cut back or add more. My mom likes it a little.
1/3 of a cup.
Yeah, you can cut it back if it's too sweet for you, because my mom likes a little bit in it, and I don't put as much sugar in there. But She likes to have hers as dessert or breakfast in the morning, the
Yeah.
cornbread. All right. Thank you, Swift Beats. I appreciate your support and typing that in. That really helps with the broadcast and following along. Okay. So what's your last words? And then we'll say goodbye and we're going to eat this. And I'm going to go for my walk while it cools down because this stays hot in this
Well,
crock.
Thank you for inviting me to do this, Alexa. I enjoyed it. That was really fun.
I know that
Thank
was
you
fun.
to all
All
the
right.
viewers.
Yeah.
Come
All
on.
right. So come back and cook with Ann and Alexis, or you can have your name featured here too with us. All right. So I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for coming in. Thanks, Ann. I appreciate you cooking the taco soup this week.
No problem. Do it again next time you like.
Okay. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Ciao, everyone.